Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted that the government is committed to the speedy development of national security linked border areas and island states. He said that the Indian Ocean has been the center of India's trade and strategic prowess for thousands of years, and that Andaman and Nicobar is an important center for India's economic strategic cooperation. PM Modi, after inaugurating the 2300-kilometer submarine optical fiber cable network between Chennai and Andaman and Nicobar Island on Monday, said that under Act East policy, the role of Andaman and Nicobar in India's strong relations with East Asian countries and other countries connected to the sea is very high and is going to increase. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh on Monday launched the initiatives of a number of modernization and upgradation of facilities, as also new infrastructure creation by defense public sector undertakings and Ordnance Factory Board through Digital Link in New Delhi. It was part of the Atmanirbhar Week celebration of the Ministry of Defense. Speaking on the occasion, Rajnath Singh recalled Prime Minister Narendra Modi's clarion call for Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan and his 5I formula of intent, inclusion, investment, infrastructure and innovation will put the economy on high growth trajectory. Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank said that the National Education Policy 2020 is a blend of tools enabling the students to compete with the global world as well as to grasp the Bharat-centric values, culture and languages. Participating in a webinar on Atmanirbhar Madhya Pradesh Health and Education in New Delhi on Monday, Pokhriyal said the policy aims to revamp all aspects of India's education system that were in place over 3 decades and bring it closer to the best global standards of education. In Manipur, N. Biren Singh led government on the trust vote during the one-day State Assembly session on Monday. The BJP-led coalition headed by Chief Minister N. Biren Singh won the confidence vote by a margin of 12 votes in the House. 8 opposition Congress MLAs skipped the session, defying the party whip. The 60-member House has an effective strength of 53, including Speaker Y. Khemchand. In view of the sudden increase in the number of positive cases in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the Union Territory Administration has now decided to extend the lockdown outside the containment zone for a week beginning from today's midnight. However, ration shops, medical store, vegetable, fish and meat shops along with petrol pumps are allowed to open. Banks and ATMs will remain open. Health Ministry today said that the active COVID-19 cases in India stand at 6,39,929, while 15,83,489 people have been recovered. Single-day spike of 53,601 COVID-19 cases have pushed India's virus case load to 22,68,675. Death toll due to COVID-19 has reached 45,257. Employees Provident Fund Organization has ensured hassle-free service delivery through Umang app during COVID-19 pandemic. Labor and Employment Ministry said presently a PF member can access 16 different services of EPFO on their mobile phone using the unified mobile application for New Age Governance Umang app. Lebanon's Prime Minister Hassan Diab has resigned from his post in the wake of major blast in Beirut that has triggered public outrage. In a brief televised speech after 3 of his ministers resigned, Diab said that he is taking a step back so that he can stand with the people and fight the battle for change alongside them. The Prime Minister's resignation follows a weekend of anti-government protests after the August 4 explosion in Beirut's port that decimated the facility and caused widespread destruction, killing more than 160 people and injured about 6,000.